Okay. Hare Krishna, thank you so much for joining. This is Sunday Srimad Bhagavatam discussion for ISKCON Portland. Welcome everyone to who joined live and those who will see in the future on YouTube or Facebook, wherever. Thank you so much. So we'll go ahead and chant the Mangalacharan prayers and then we'll start discussion for today. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mayam Sadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagar Jatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Dalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Mo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayade Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gopratushe Namah Nama Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitarine He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्तकांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभयेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यास ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी दास भगतुम की जय शुभपाठ की जय ओके Hare Krishna, can everyone not hear me?
Yes, Prabhu, we are able to hear you.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Jai. So today we'll read two verses because verse 32 doesn't have a purport. So we'll read verse 32 and 33. Okay. I'll chant the verse 32 three times and then those would like to recite, please do so after that.
Can you make it advanced view so that we can see the two verses, right? Yeah, thank you.
Sure, Mataji.
And can you make little bit bigger, Prabhu?
One second, Mataji.
Thank you.
Is good, Mataji? It's good enough?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes. Wonderful.
Okay. Tatra Sanjayamasinam Prapachhodvignamānasa Gaval Gane Tato Tato Vriddho Hinascha Netrayo Tatra Sanjayamasinam Prapachhodvignamānasa Gaval Gane Kvanastato Vriddho Hinascha Netrayo Tatra Sanjayamasinam Prapachhodvignamānasa Gaval Gane Kvanastato Vriddho Hinascha Netrayo. Let me recite.
I can do that, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji.
Tatra Sanjayam Asinam Prapachudvignamanasah Gavalgane Kvanastato Vruddho Hinascha Netrayo. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Will you like to recite?
Can I go, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki. Tatra Sanjayam Astinam Paprachodvignam Manasaha Gavalgane Kvatnas Tato Rudhot Hinascha Netrayoha.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Okay.
Tatra Sanjayam Asinam Prapachudvignamanasa Gvalgane Kvanastato Vriddho Hinascha Netrayo.
Thank you so much.
Tatra Sanjayam. Go ahead, Prabhu.
No, Prabhuji, please go ahead.
No, go ahead, please.
Thank you. तत्र संजयम् आसीनं पप्रच्छो विघ्नमानसः गावल्गने क्व नस्तातो वृतो हीनश्च नेत्रयोः. हरे कृष्ण.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Krishna.
Tatra Sanjaya Mashinam Rapacha Udvigna Manasaha Gavalgana Vanastato Vridohina Chanitraya.
Okay, I think you can sing. Oh, Narottama Prabhu, you are the only one left, Prabhu. Would you like to recite?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Tatra Sanjayam Ashinam Paprachodvignamānasa Gavalgane Kvanastat Tato Vruddho Hinascha Netrayo. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu. What do you read synonyms, translation, and the next verse after that? Tatra, there, Sanjayam, unto Sanjaya, Asinam, seated, Prapacha, he inquired from, Udvignamanasa, filled with anxiety, Gavalgane, the son of Gavalgana, Sanjaya, Kwa, where is, Na, our, Tataha, uncle, Vriddha, old, Hina cha, and bereft of, Netrayaho, the eyes. Translation, Prabhupada ki jai. Maharaj Yudhishthir, full of anxiety, turned to Sanjaya, who was sitting there, and said, O Sanjaya, where is our uncle, who is old and blind? The verse, and then I will go ahead and sometimes and Prabhupada. Ambacha hataputrata pitravyaka vagata surhut ape mai akrita pragne hata bandhu sabhareya asham samana shamalam gangayam dukito patat. Synonym: Amba, mother, aunt, cha, and Hataputra, who had lost all her sons, Arta, in a sorry plight, Pitravyaha, Uncle Vidura, Kwa, where, Gataha, gone, Suhrit, well-wisher, Api, whether, Mai, unto me, Akrita Prajne, ungrateful, Hatabandhuhu, one who has lost all his sons, Saha, Dhritarashtra, Bharyaya, with his wife, Asham Samanaha, in doubtful mind, Shamalam, offenses, Gangayam, in the Ganges water, Dukkitaha, in distress mind, Apatat, fell down. Translation: Prabhupada's Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Where is my well-wisher, Uncle Vidura, and Mother Gandhari, who is very afflicted due to all her sons' demise? My uncle Dhritarashtra was also very mortified due to the death of all his sons and grandsons. Undoubtedly, I am very ungrateful. Did he therefore take my offenses very seriously, and along with his wife drown himself in the Ganges? Prabhupada. The Pandavas, especially Maharaj Yudhishthir and Arjuna, anticipated the after effects of the battle of Kurukshetra, and therefore Arjuna declined to execute the fighting. The fight was executed by the will of the Lord, but the effects of family agreement, as they had thought of it before, had come to be true. Maharaj Yudhishthir was always conscious of the great plight of his uncle Dhritarashtra and aunt Gandhari, and therefore he took all possible care of them in their old age and aggrieved conditions. When therefore he could not find his uncle and aunt in the palace, naturally his doubts arose, and he conjectured that they had gone down to the water of the Ganges. He thought himself ungrateful because when the Pandavas were fatherless, Maharaj Dhritarashtra had given them all royal facilities to live, and in return he had killed all Dhritarashtra's sons in the battle of Kurukshetra. As a pious man, Maharaj Yudhishthir took into account all his unavoidable misdeeds, and he never thought of the misdeeds of his uncle and company. Dhritarashtra had suffered the effects of his own misdeeds by the will of the Lord, but Maharaj Yudhishthir was thinking only of his own unavoidable misdeeds. That is the nature of a good man and a devotee of the Lord. A devotee never finds fault with others, but tries to find his own and thus rectify them as far as possible. Okay, we will purport. And the previous verse once again. Tatra Sanjayamasinam Prapachodvignamānasa Gavalgane Panastato Vruddhuhinascha Netrayo. Maharaj Yudhishthir, full of anxiety, turned to Sanjaya, was sitting there, and said, "Oh Sanjaya, where is your uncle who is old and blind?" Okay, Jai. So we are in this chapter number 13, titled Dhritarashtra Quits Home. So at this point, Dhritarashtra has left home, his palace, without telling everyone, without making a show, without all the pomp, saying, "Hey, I'm taking sannyas, I'm doing this, doing that." No, nothing of that sort. He left without anyone knowing, without telling anyone, along with his wife. So now, Tatra, after that, Tatra is that particular place. So after he left the palace at night, right? Tatra, there, Sanjaya Asinam means sitting. He was sitting there, Sanjaya being his secretary. This kind of, routine, morning, get up, whatever his morning duties, and immediately go to Maharaj Dhritarashtra, right? That is his secretary. So to what happened, what's going on, what to do, everything, he has to talks about that with Dhritarashtra. So Sanjay Masinam, you're sitting there, Sanjaya. And there, so in this verse, there is no Maharaj Yudhishthir's name is not there. It's from the previous verses. It's called Anuvritti. It's following, from the previous verses, you take the context, basically. So Prapacha is asking, but in what way? What is the mood? Udvigna manasa. Udvigna is basically means distressful, very full of anxiety. Manasa. The mind is full of anxiety. Prapacha is asking. Sanjay Masinam, sitting there, Sanjaya. So Sanjay already knew that Maharaj Dhritarashtra has left. He's not there. So his Maharaj Yudhishthira is asking with a very distressful, with the anxiety, full of anxiety, mind full of anxiety. Okay, he asking, "Oh Gavalgane." Gavalgane is Sambodhan, is basically calling out. Gavalgane means son of Gavalgana. "Oh Gavalgane, oh son of Gavalgana. Kwa, where is na our Tata?" Tata is basically Tata. Tata is actually, if you it translates as uncle, but Tata, this word also comes in the Bhagavad Gita, where it has multiple meanings, of course, but in Bhagavad Gita, when in the end of 6th chapter, where Arjuna asks a question, "No, Krishna, no, what if a person is not able to complete, perfect his life in this achieve perfection in this life? What will happen?" So Krishna, listening to this particular question, becomes very, very compassionate. He calls Arjuna, "Oh Tat." So there, Tat means friend. The other meaning of Tat is actually father. Tat can also mean Tau. In Hindi, Tau means the elder brother of a father. It's called Tau. Tat also means father. So we call it Bade Papa, big father. So he's calling, instead of Uncle, he's actually going, Tat means where's my father? This is showing, this word shows the love of Yudhishthira Maharaj towards Dhritarashtra. Just like Tata, when Krishna addressed Tata or said Tata to Arjuna, there Krishna showed the affection. It's like, "Oh my son." That's how affectionate Krishna was to Arjuna. So here Tata means, "Where's my father?" That's how much love Yudhishthira Maharaj had for Dhritarashtra. And Gavalgane, Kwa Nasfatra Tata. Where is our father? How is the father? Why is, what's the problem? Where is the father? How is he? He's Vruddha, he's very old. And Hina is devoid of what? Netrayo. Two netras, two eyes. He's blind. How can he take a very Z? He's blind. Why can't we see him? Where is he gone? So he's very full of anxiety. Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking Sanjaya, because Sanjaya knew that he left, right? So he's just asking, "I'm not seen. Have you seen, oh Sanjaya, father is?" So that's what the verse is. I need to find my mouse. Okay. So here we go to the next verse. So Amba. So in the next verse, Amba. Amba basically means mother. Right? So he's killing Pitasha's father and Gandharya's mother. Ambacha, Hata Putrartha. Hata means killed. Putra. Ambacha and mother Gandhari, who has her sons killed. Hata Putra. They've been killed. And because of that, what happened? Artha. Again, this word comes in Bhagavad Gita. Artho arthati jignasu jnani. Artha means one is distressed. Right? So, Amba is Artha is very distressed. Why? Hata Putra Artha. Because the sons have been killed. Okay? And with Pitravya, Pitravya is basically means Vidura here. Kwa Gata. Where is he? Suhrit means well-wisher. Where is my well-wisher, Pitravya, that is Vidura? Where is he gone? So he's saying, Api, in spite of him, I'm sure it's my akrita pragnye. My means unto me, akrita pragnye. Pragnye, prajna actually means knowledge, to know. Krita pragnye means to know what someone has done for us. That's krita pragnye. Okay? Akrita pragnye means to forget what someone has done for us. This is the coming meaning. So pragnye means to know. Krita pragnye means to know what someone has done for us. Akrita prajna means to forget what someone has done for us. So akrita prajna is translated as ungrateful. Akrita prajna. This my akrita prajna. No, because of I'm so ungrateful. I'm being ungrateful. Hata bandhu sa bharyaya. And I have killed bandhu, hata bandhu. Because of my offenses, because of me being ungrateful, I have killed my relatives. Their sons. And sa bharya along with Sabharyaya, along with her bharya, her wife, Asham Samana Shamalam. He must have done what happened? Because of my offense and ungratefulness, because of my Asham Samana Shamalam, because of my offenses, I have killed their sons, Hatabandhu. Right? And because of that, Amba is what? Artha with distressed. Right? And Dhritarashtra, along with her bharya, Gangayam Dukhito Patat. Have they went to the Ganga with full of distress and they apatat. Patit hona means fall down. Apatat means fall down. They fell down, they drowned themselves in the Ganges. So this is this so much range is going, so much emotions is going on in this particular verse with Yudhishthira Maharaj. So this actually shows the true nature of a devotee. Okay, the true nature of a devotee is shown here. Dhritarashtra did so many unspeakable, or not but spoken in Mahabharata, but so many heinous, so many things towards the Pandavas, right? But still, Yudhishthira Maharaj is such an amazing personality. He did not even think of any of this, anything like that. He did not find any fault with them. Really, the purport as well. He didn't consider them to be their enemy. So Ajata Shatru, proper translation as one who has no enemy. Okay, so he did not think in the way that, oh, he did so many things to us. Now at the fag end of life, I'm going to take revenge. There's no one to take care of. Now I will do. You did what all you did for me, towards us. You tortured us. You gave us poison. You try to burn us alive. Try to so many things, right? I'm going to take revenge. Sabka, I will take everything together and give it back to you. No, nothing like that. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, there's a beautiful verse describing the quality of a sadhu, right? In the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 32, verse 21. Very, very famous verse. This is Tikshvaha Karunika Suhrat Sarvadehinam Ajata Shatrava Sanchanta Sadhava Sadhu Bhushanam. So the qualities of sadhu is described here. Titikshava, very tolerant. Maharaj Yudhishthir was very, very tolerant. Very tolerant. Karunika, very merciful. How, I mean, what else? If somebody is not merciful, they can't think like this. Finding a fault, finding no fault, thinking that I have done some fault, that is why he's gone. Hey, who thinks like that? Who can think like that, right? So of course, he's very merciful. Sadhu is naturally very tolerant. Trinadapi Shunichena, you say it. And Terurupi Saishunam. Saishunam is tolerant, like a taro, like a tree. Right? Karunika, very, very merciful. Okay? So Yudhishthira Maharaj exemplifies his merciful, compassion nature is being shown here. Then Suhrida is friend of everyone. Maharaj Yudhishthira did not consider anyone as an enemy. So Ajata Shatru can have two meanings. One who has no enemies, or one whose enemies have never been born. There's one meaning. The other is one who considers no one as his enemies. Two meanings of Ajata Shatru. Ajata means never born, Shatru, enemies. So one who never considers anyone as an enemy. Enemies never born. Right? So Suhrida, well-wisher. Of who? Sarvadehinam, not human beings, is well-wisher to everyone. So Prabhupada, when he used to write letter, at the very end he used to write, you are ever well-wisher. Suhrida, Sarvadehinam. Right? Ever well-wisher. So a devotee is sadhu, is suhrit. Suhrida. Ajad Shatravaha. See, this is the word. So one of the qualities of a sadhu is Ajad Shatravaha. And one of the name of Yudhishthira Maharaj is Ajat Shatru. One who has no enemies, one doesn't consider enemies as enemies. Shanta, very peaceful. Maharaj Yudhishthira, one of the most peaceful personalities. And the exact opposite of that is Bhimsen. He is waiting to have something, he's itching his hands, kuch to chahiye, and break something or do something. The angry young man, kind of thing, right? So Ajat Shatru, this Yudhishthira Maharaj, Shanta is Yudhishthira Maharaj. Right? So I'm just telling this quality of sadhu, how Maharaj Yudhishthira also, personifies those particular qualities. Sadhava sadhu bhushanam. Sadhava basically means scripture, abiding by the scriptures. He's Dharmaraj. Right? Yamaraj, he's the incarnation of, or he's the potency of Yamaraj. So he's Dharmaraj, perfectly following the scriptures as it is. Right? So he's perfectly abiding by the scriptures. And sadhu bhushanam is adorned with this bhushan of the quality of sadhu, adorned with sublime characteristics. Right? So symptom of sadhu is tolerant, titikshava, karunika, merciful, suhrida sarvadehinam, well-wisher or friend to all living beings, ajata shatru, means he who considers no one as enemies. Then we have shanta, very peaceful, sadhava, abiding by the scriptures, sadhu bhushanam, adorned with wonderful qualities. Right? So in spite of being cheated, in the most unavoidable circumstances, so Maharaj Yudhishthira didn't want this war to happen. He sent Krishna saying that Krishna, I give you all the reins, free rein to negotiate whatever you want, however you want. So that fight cannot happen. So Krishna started negotiation with 50% of kingdom, down to such an extent, forget 50% of kingdom, at least 5 villages. Right? So Yudhishthira Maharaj was ready to that, to that extent. He didn't want battle of Kurukshetra. And we saw that at the end of the 8th chapter of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the prayers of Kunti Maharani is mentioned. At the very last section, from last 10 or 12, 11 verses, how the mentality or the consciousness of Madhurishti is mentioned, which is very similar to Arjuna pre-Bhagavad Gita. Before Bhagavad Gita spoken, what is the mentality, the consciousness of Arjuna? Almost exact same as was for Maharaj Yudhishthira. It's mentioned. That's how he was very tolerant. He was thinking, why? Because of me, because of my greed, because of this battle has taken place, some people have died. He's thinking this just like that. Okay. So now, if you see these qualities of sadhu, they are the qualities of Krishna himself. Of course, because so the devotees exemplify the qualities of Krishna. In one way, you can think that all the wonderful qualities which we see is Krishna's quality. Yajjad vibhutimat sattvam shrimad ujitam evava. Right? Tattat evavagachatvam mama tejo amsha sambhava. Mama tej amsha. Whatever glorious, beautiful, wonderful things you see in this world, Krishna says, is spark of my splendor. These wonderful qualities which devotees exemplify is nothing but a spark of Krishna's splendor. Right? So, one of the most wonderful qualities of Yudhishthira Maharaj is that he's non-envious. No enemies. He doesn't consider animals enemies, means he's non-envious also. That is the, you could say, a natural extension. A non-envious. He's Shanta, very peaceful. One of the wonderful qualities of Maharaj Yudhishthira. Now, there's a wonderful relationship between Maharaj Yudhishthira and Krishna. I just want to point this out. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the second ocean, the southern ocean, the first wave, 140th verse, he says, what is the relation between Maharaj Yudhishthira and Krishna? He says, seeing that Yudhishthira wanted to alight, so Maharaj Yudhishthira wanted to get down of the chariot really quick. Okay? On seeing that, what does Krishna do? Krishna himself gets down from the chariot first. Out of great respect for Yudhishthira Maharaj, showed modesty. He first got out and helped Maharaj Yudhishthira. Oh, please take my hand and please get down. I help you. So that is how Krishna is so much eager to serve Yudhishthira Maharaj, because he's elder than Krishna, so to say, for pastime. Right? So very close, very wonderful relationship between Yudhishthira Maharaj and Krishna. Now, in the same section, the different qualities of Krishna mentioned. Dhira, Dhirodatta, Dhira Lalita, Dhira Prashanta. The qualities of Krishna mentioned in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Now, one of the qualities mentioned for Krishna is Dhira Shanta. Very sober, very shant, very gentle. Okay. So what is the translation here? What is the words here? Oh, sorry. Okay. Shama parikirtita klesha sahanascha vivekah vinayadi gunopeta dhira shanta udiryate. The learned say what? He who is peaceful, tolerates suffering, uses discrimination, and possesses qualities like modesty is called dhira shanta. He is peaceful, tolerates suffering, uses discrimination, and possesses qualities like modesty. These four qualities those who possess, the learned say they are called as dhira shanta. Now, to this verse, of course, given by Rupa Goswami, Pramana, for how Krishna is exemplified this quality of dhira shanta. Apart from that, the next verse, Rupa Goswami says, who else qualifies or who else possesses these particular qualities of dhira shanta? He says, Yudhishtiradiko dhirair dhira shanta parikirtitah. Whose example he gives, apart from Krishna having these qualities, the learned glorify Yudhishthir and others as one who is dhira shanta. So Yudhishthir Maharaj is an example of a person who possesses the qualities of dhira shanta. But dhira shanta qualities: peaceful. He's peaceful. He's modest, right? He's tolerates suffering and uses discrimination. Right, wrong, everything properly. Yudhishthira Maharaj is an example of dhira shanta. Okay, so this is his qualities being exemplified in these two verses, right? Now, this quality of even see enemies with equal vision. So this one in Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, 9th verse. Suharan mittari udasina madhyastha dvesha bandhushu sadhush apecha papeshu sama buddhir vishishyate. Krishna says that a person is considered more advanced when he regards his honest well-wishers affectionate benefactors with equal mind. Okay, we're thinking of well-wishers, affectionate benefactors with equal mind. That is much more simple. Okay, it's fine. But Krishna goes one step ahead. What is that? Not only honest well-wishers, not only affectionate benefactors, but neutral mediators. Neutral the mediators. There's a neutral also thinking same. Okay, that's still more, that's still fine. Consider one is neutral to you and one is affectionate towards you to be on the same level, thinking themselves at the same, in the same level. Okay, we can still relatable. Still you can understand. But Krishna says, no. Let's go. Let's go. Let's turn up the notch. What do you say? Not just only the honest well-wishers or affectionate benefactors or neutral or mediators, but the envious, the enemies, the pious, and the sinners. One who's envious, one who's enemies, sinners, they look at the same level, sama, drishyate. This is like, how can someone who's an enemy who did so many bad things towards you, how can you see someone on the same level as who is affectionate towards you? This is like, what logic? Doesn't make any sense. I mean, in a sense, it's so difficult, right? Krishna is saying a person is considered one further advanced who can actually look with that with equal mind, right? Rishi Maharaj is doing that. He's actually looking, he's actually not just with equal mind, he's going even a step further. He's saying that, no, they are my well-wishers, I am not doing enough for them. Not just with equal mind, right? So he's actually thinking that one who actually did bad things, he knows that they did so many things towards me, but they say, no. See, when we were fatherless, he gave us shelter. And now they are childless, they don't have any children. See what we did to them. I'm so ungrateful. So instead of thinking about 100 things which they 100 bad things which Dhritarashtra and his sons did to the Pandavas, he is thinking of the one good thing that he did for them and forgetting the rest. Right? So that is Mama Yudhishthir. The Krishna said in verse 6.9, he took even notch up. They're not just looking at the equal mind, but looking the more favorable thing. No, they are so much affectionate towards us. They gave us shelter when we're fatherless. That is, he did one time. And then after that, starts snowballing, doing so many things. But he just took one thing and he's magnifying it to such an extent. Now, the purport, he says, I told you about my akritya pajne, right? So, why was Rishi Maharaj thinking? This particular, Rishi was always conscious of the great plight of his uncle Dhritarashtra and Gandhari, right? So now we talked about that. Next should be Mai Akrita Prajne. This verse here, sorry, my bad here. Mai Akrita Prajne here. So he is thinking that he's finding fault within himself. He's not thinking that he might have done some mistake. No, he's not thinking he might have done. He's saying, no, I have done a mistake. I have done mistake, and that is why Dhritarashtra has left. He's not leaving it as a possibility. He's saying, no, I have definitely done something because of which Maharishi has left. Right? So before we go here, let me just see, let's see what Acharya has mentioned. Actually, the commentary by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, by Shri Baldev Vidyabhushan. Oh, great. My page just went. So they're all pretty much the same, commentary. They're very, very similar commentaries by them. So let me just go and let me just see. My page just went. Couldn't go there. Give me 10 seconds. Let's go. I forgot on that. Okay, in the meantime, it comes. So he's saying definitely I've done some mistake. Definitely. Now, why is he thinking like this? Why he is saying that he has done some offense? Because he was the cause of the death of his sons. That is the offense he is thinking. What is my offense? I am the cause of the death of the sons of Dhritarashtra and Gandhari. He's telling that I am the cause, thinking that he has left. He did so many things for me, so many things for us, but we being ungrateful, full of offenses, being distressed, dukkita, and full of offenses, shamalam, right? He just left, and along with his wife, he must have drowned in the Ganges. Right? That's what he's saying. Now, Shri Vishwachakri Thakur and Shri Baldev Vidyabhushan, they say very, very, something very interesting. So this is why I did not see that in the purport of Shri Prabhupada. So they mentioned two things. One of them is mentioned by Shri Prabhupada. The other one I did not see in the purport. So let's see what Shri Baldev Vidyabhushan and Chakravarti Thakur, they're pretty much 99% the same commentary. So let's see what they have said. I'm going to find the original Sanskrit. The page is not cooperating. I wrote it before. Okay, please. Come. Okay, it's okay. So I'll just English, translate in English. So one is we know that because of Dhritarashtra says things that, or Yudhishthira is thinking, Dhritarashtra might be thinking that no, Yudhishthira is thinking what Dhritarashtra is thinking. Okay, hopefully this makes sense. That you did not even you did not let even one of our sons live. I had 100 sons. He did not even leave one son for us. So we don't have any children. So what is the use of this life? Thinking that he must have gone and down in the Ganges. That's one of the That's one reason. Chakravarti Path gives. Okay. But the other reason he gives is, now he has to take the sin. Dhritarashtra is thinking, he has to take the sin of killing my sons. Let him take the sin of my death also. So I'm going to go and jump in the Ganges. So let the sin of my death be also upon the head of Dhritarashtra, on the Yudhishthira. And I'm going to kill myself by drowning along with my wife in Ganges. These are Yudhishthira is thinking. Just he's conjecturing. That's what Prabhupada says. He's conjecturing that he must be thinking like this. That's why he went. He must be thinking like this. That's why he went. So this is the range of emotions Yudhishthira Maharaj is going through. Chakravarti Path and Shri Baldev Vidyabhushan is explaining this. Okay. So now he was very empathetic to his uncle and aunt. Right. So, and it's such a wonderful quality of being empathetic. Right. So Yudhishthira Maharaj actually, he could understand to some extent, because he also lost the 5 sons, right, by the hands of Ashwatthama, right? You could understand, but 100 sons is the quantity is too much. But still, he was empathetic. He could understand the plight, right? The Maharaj Yudhishthira knew that we are not the body, we are the soul. He knew, but he was not intellectualizing the plight of Gandhari and Maharaj. You can't say someone is going through bad phase. Let's say you cannot say, "Yeah, it's a karma." That's it. Well, yes, that's the reason, but you cannot just say it. That is being very cold, right? You understand the reality, but you don't intellectualize it, right? So even after so much love from so Rishi wanted to love so much, understanding they're so much in distress, losing their sons. I would love them like their own son. They lost 100 sons, but I am there. I will love you as much, more than your sons loved you. I'm going to love you. That is why he would, every morning he would go and ask, "Oh, Tata, how are you? Are you doing okay? Is everything fine for you?" He would talk like that to Dhritarashtra, right? He could have just neglected them. I put this old man, old woman, buddhi ko lag do, put them aside. Yeah, give them some one time to eat. That's it, done. Get lost. You could have done that. But he was not like that. He was understanding the plight of Dhritarashtra and Gandhari, being empathetic. He was actually showering them with love. That is Maharaj Yudhishthir, right? Now, I talked about the Ganges. Now, one more thing about this is when Maharaj Yudhishthir was thinking of, he was going to Ganges. Here hoga, this might have happened, that might have happened, this might have happened. So this is the symptom of love. In the sense that many times we think the worst case scenario. For example, at least let's say we're coming by Mumbai. Since you're going to college, you have to take the train, then you take a bus, then go somewhere far for the college. During the morning you will go and come back in the evening. Now, by chance, if you get late, your normal time is arriving by 4 or 5 o'clock, right? And you're getting late. And your parents think, okay, no, why is he not here? Why is she not here? Something happened? Accident happened? Did accident happen? No. All the worst case scenarios are coming into mind. No, कुछ तो accident might happen. Some shoot, कुछ तो मतलब know that, oh no, train must have got late. No, सीधा extreme case. That's usually the case, a symptom of love, right? They think the worst case must have happened, right? Or it's called anishta ashanga. Anishta basically means something bad. Ashanka means anxiety, right? Something anxious, something mad might have happened. This is Maharaj Yudhishthir doing the same thing. He loved them so much just because he did not think, oh, did he go to some other room or somewhere? Did he go for walking? Nothing like that. Worst case scenario, he must have died. That's how much love. He was thinking something bad must happen to them, right? So when thinking about this, while hearing about different lectures, reading from here and there about this particular mentioned as symptom of love, as I immediately thought of one particular topic, which is a kind of a small tangent. We'll come back. A small tangent, but no, I couldn't stop myself. I can't stop myself of speaking of this. So this is mentioned. We'll dive into the pages of go to Vrindavan Dham and then come back. So the different kind of Krishna is called a Nayak, a hero, and Shri Radha is called as Nayika, okay, the heroine. Right? So we have heroes and heroines. The ultimate hero and heroines are Shri Krishna and Radha, right? Hero and heroine. So the Acharyas explain different types of heroines. It says there are innumerable types of heroines, innumerable types. But now, because we have innumerable types, we can't just, we need to some mechanism to divide and, to make it understand. Such as Jiva Goswami, in his Priti Sandarbha, he says he uses different metrics to provide different kinds of heroines. The first metric he uses is by age. Okay? So according to age, the different kinds of heroines are A, B, and C. He put 3. And we saw that when Haripashapu came, he mentioned this as well. The first one is called Mugdha. Second, Madhya. Third is Pragalbha. 3 kinds of heroines. Mugdha is basically Nava Yovan, 14 years old. Is 14 years old. Nava Yovan, just entered into youth. Madhya is, you could say, Spashto Yovan. They are kind of right in the middle of youth, 15 years old. And Pragalbha is Samyak Yovan, they're completely youthful, 16 years old. Right? So now these 3 kinds of heroines I mentioned. Okay? This the different examples given, Vidagdha Madhav, Lalita Madhav, Danagi, the different examples mentioned. And of course, Shri Radha is in the Madhya. Usually she is in the Madhya mood. Now there's one metric. The reason I'm going to is second metric. Second metric is going to Leela. So Shri Jiva Goswami again in the same Sandarbha, he divides the Nayikas into 8 categories based on Leela. Okay. The first one is Abhisarika. Abhisarika is basically that particular personality Here, Shri Radha, heroine, so to say, was intense desire to see the lover. Okay, and she gets out herself at night to go. Abhi sariti iti abhisarika. One who herself goes out at night to see Krishna. Here, Shri Radha is abhisarika. Now, that's first category. Second is Vasak Sajja. This and third we talk about. Vasak Sajja basically, now she says, Krishna, okay, we'll meet this particular place. Okay? Okay. Now she goes herself first. She has reached there. Now she decorates the entire place. And she's waiting. Krishna will come soon. Krishna will come soon. Krishna will come soon. Vasak Sajja. Sajati, she's decorating the entire place. And she's waiting for Krishna. Krishna will come. Krishna will come. Krishna will come. Okay? But then what happens? The next stage comes. Utkantita. Nothing. Doubtful. Why is he not coming? What happened? Did something bad happen to him? Or he's okay? All doubts starts arising. Again, extreme case. Utkantita, extreme case. Something bad happened to him? Is he okay? Something happened to him? Not that, oh, it's okay. No, not the extreme conditions. So Shada is thinking of Utkantita, very eager, anxious. What happened? What happened? That is the whole point. I just want to take this particular word, Utkantita. Just like Madhurishri is feeling, Shada is feeling to the extreme high degree of Utkantita. And then comes Khandita, Vipralabdha, Kalaharanti. So here, Shada, the symptom of love, that's what I'm talking about. Symptom of love is when Shada is expecting Krishna to come to a particular place, a particular time. When he doesn't reach on the particular time, then that doubts arise. And suddenly goes 0 to 100 within 1 second. We have cars 0 to 100 in 5 seconds, whatever, right? Showing the power of the car is 0 to 100 in 1 second. See the extreme case. So here, the Yudhishthir, seeing the extreme case, something must have bad happened to him. Not even walking here and there, took some walk out and will come back soon. No, nothing like that. See the Arya par. Here or there, that's it. No middle ground. Now, in the purport, the word is ungrateful mentioned here, right? Ungrateful is akrita prajni. So now, when Haripashabu came here, he showed a verse which had the, very, I'm paraphrasing that. In the Vedas, there is atonement for killing brahmanas, atonement for killing a cow, many things, atonement for many, many things. But there's no atonement for being ungrateful, right? That is mentioned. So sometimes we are also ungrateful again to the Lord. At least when we were before turning into bhakti, we got so many things, heat, light, everything we got. We never were thankful to Krishna. We were not grateful towards Krishna. Or not just Krishna, Sri Prabhupada, he gave so many wonderful books. But if we don't read the books, we are being ungrateful. They give so many things to us. But our way of reciprocation is to, our Guru Janas, our Acharyas, our way of reciprocation is to read them, understand them, apply in our life. Right? Dhruv Maharaj, after, he got darshan of Bhagavan, he said, you will rule for 36,000 years, you will rule the kingdom. And after that, you will come back to Vaikuntha. Just imagine, after 36,000 years of ruling, when he has gone on his way to Vaikuntha, he remembered what his mother did for him. He was not ungrateful. He did not forget after 36,000 years what his mother did for him. He said, where's my mother? No, she is the one who got me into this path. She is the one because of whom I got to see Bhagavan. He was being grateful towards his mother, who did not give Diksha mantras. He just Padapadaksha, Vartama Padaksha Guru. Try to approach Bhagavan. That's it. He was being grateful. He was not being ungrateful. This is such a small thing did for him. After 36,000 years. Being grateful is extremely important. Prahlad Maharaj says, Narasimha Bhagavan asked him, Prahlad says, how can I leave the service of Narad Muni, because of whom I am able to see you right now? If I do that, I'll be ungrateful. Prahlad says. Again, the feeling of gratefulness. So this beautiful quote which I heard, Krishna will take our devotional service seriously when he sees how much grateful we are to those who have helped us in our devotional service. Krishna will take our devotional service seriously when he sees how much we are grateful to those who helped in our devotional service. Right? Very beautiful statement. So the level of gratefulness here by Maharaj Yudhishthira is unparalleled. The person who fed them poison, tried to burn them alive, everything. To them, Maharaj Yudhishthira is saying, I am grateful to them. That is the level of unparalleled level of gratefulness here by Maharaj Yudhishthira. And a Vaishnava never thinks much about what's done to him. Okay? Very beautiful said. Any offense done by a Vaishnava is a great offense. Any offense done by Vaishnava is a great offense. But any offense done to a Vaishnava is considered by the should be considered by a Vaishnava to be a small offense. Does it make sense? So you did some offense to others, you consider it a big aparad. We should consider that we did a big aparad. But someone does something to you, to me, let's say someone did something to me, I should consider that's a small thing. What's the problem? The Vaishnava should think like this. Because Vaishnava, if you consider the Vaishnava aparad, the bhakti leta bij, or the bhakti of the other person who did Vaishnava aparad, is going to take a big hit. Because if we consider the Vaishnava aparad, so we should be very careful to not consider Vaishnava aparad also. Because then they will have problems in their bhakti. And we don't want that to happen. We should be tolerant. Titikshava. Tolerant. Right? Now, so many things. At the very end, Prabhupada says, devotee never finds fault. This is a topic on its own. Beautiful topic on its own. There's so many things to talk about. Ninda, basically, finding fault in Ninda. Ninda basically means, Srila Swami gives a definition. Nindanam dosha kirtanam. Ninda means Nindanam dosha kirtanam. Ninda means a fault. But how? Dosha kirtanam. Ninda means the faults, dosha, you loudly speak to everyone. That is kirtana means loudly, audible. Okay? You audibly speak something bad about others is called Nindanam. And in the Hari Bhakti Vilas, he says that there are 6 kinds of aggressions transgressions towards Vaishnavas. Hanti nindanti vaidveshti Vaishnavanam nabhinandati kruddhate yatiho harsham darshane patani. So he says that the 6 transgressions are assaulting or killing a Vaishnava, needlessly, hanti nindanti, if one of the transgressions by a Vaishnava. Nindanti means needlessly critiquing or gossiping about Vaishnava. That is also considered a part of Ninda, right? So we should not do that, basically. We shouldn't do that. But a person who is devoid of tendency to critique others, is only possible if they have love for Bhagavan. Okay, only then the person will be totally devoid of the tendency to critique and gossiping about others. How? We have in the Upadeshamritam, the verse, right? This is Krishnit yas sigrita manasadriyat. Right? The verse says, Ninda di shuna hirda ipsita sangalabdhya. The Uttam Adhikari is a person, Ninda adi shunya hirda. The heart is devoid of Ninda and others, etc. What is others? Ninda, hanti nindanti vaidveshti, the verse comes. So, one who has Uttam Adhikari, one who has a person who is full of love for Bhagavan, only that person will be fully devoid of needlessly critiquing, or gossiping about others. And Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Sri Thakur, in his Amritavani, he says, what kind of people find fault in Vaishnavas? I'm going to read the excerpt. What kind of people find fault in the Vaishnavas? Only those averse to Lord Hari and whose only asset are the defective material senses find fault with Vaishnavas. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna states that his devotees never perish. Can those who worship the Lord without deviation ever fall down? No, they certainly achieve perfection. Since our vision is polluted, we find fault with others and thereby ruin ourselves. When we thus become materialist, we become bereft of service to Guru and Krishna. We think of the trouble of others because we ourselves are in trouble. Because we are full of faults, we find fault with others. If we can correct ourselves, then we'll find that we have no time to find fault with others. The last thing, the beautiful sentence. This is Sati Thakur. But then we say that someone has to, who has the right to chastise, to correct, who has the right. Govind Maharaj says to correct and criticize someone is a business of such a person who's acting as a guru. No, the Guru Karnadhara. Guru can grab the ear and slap. Rascal, why are you doing this? No one else has the right to chastise others. Okay. In the Sarasa Dashini, and there's 2 minutes, I'll just mention this quickly. We can take time and read. In the Sarasa Dashini Tika, Sarasa Varshini Tika, Darshini Tika, or Srimad Bhagavatam by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, in Srimad Bhagavatam 4.4.12, he gives different categories of people. He describes 4 types of saintly persons according to how they see good qualities and faults. He says the person is Mahat, a great person who has the ability to see some good in everyone. At least some good they can see. The person is Mahat, a great person. I'm just saying in brief. Then second is Mahattara. A greater person is who also sees good and bad qualities in others, but focuses and praises the good qualities. Mahattara. Okay. First phase only sees some good qualities. Sees good and bad both, but focuses on good. Third, Mahattama, especially great person, sees whatever good qualities others have, magnifying them, not even seeing the smallest fault. One step higher. Especially great person. Fourth, super kya hai? Ati Mahattama, extremely great person, sees good qualities in others even when there are none. Sees good qualities in others even when there are none of the good, then there are zero good qualities, they still see even good qualities. That is Ati Mahattama. Okay. The same purpose, Chakravartipad gives 4 types of asadhus. A bad person who are categorized according to the propensity of fault finding. Okay. Again, asadhu, wicked person. It means an asadhu sees some good qualities in others, but presume that eventually those good qualities will be overshadowed by some fault. दिख रहा है लेकिन अभी तब जाएगा देखो. See now, because good qualities, right? It will go now. See, in some time it will go. They think that good quality will eventually be overshadowed, eclipsed, spoiled by some fault. Simply put, asadhu are not gentlemen. Okay. Second level, asadhu tara. Wicked person, first one, asadhu tara, very wicked person. Asadhu tara is even more improper. He or she only sees fault in others and overlooks other good qualities. Good and bad both, but good qualities get lene. Fault in others. One example is, I think this is what Ramchandra Puri, disciple of Ishwar Puri, Madhavendra Puri. Yes, for finding fault in Mahaprabhu. This sannyasi eats ghee rice to fill his stomach. He's lusty and should be considered fallen. So, to some effect, he criticized Mahaprabhu just because he ate prasadam. Right? I think it has good qualities, bad qualities, but focus only on bad qualities. That's it. Even more downgraded, degraded. Asadhutara. Third category, asadhutama, especially wicked. Takes small faults, magnifies them, seeing no good qualities at all. Exact opposite of Mahattama is asadhutama. Mahatma means take small good quality, magnify it, and let's not even consider this faults. Here, take some small fault, magnify it, doesn't consider some good qualities, doesn't consider. It's a sadhu tama, finding fault. The fourth, and again I'm saying in brief, that's most tell, but fourth, ati asadhu tama, extremely wicked person, sees fault in all others, even when there are no faults. Right? They are the worst. Ati asadhu tama. Right? So here, Mad Yudhishthir was what? He was, of course, in the category. Sorry, he was of course in the category of Mahatama, but he was also Ati Mahatama. Even there are no good qualities, he was still the good qualities. Right? Mad Yudhishthir. He did not find fault with anyone. Ajata Shatru. Okay. Thank you so much. 5 bit 4 times 4 minutes over the time. Please forgive me. Hopefully it is some good of use of your time coming here, sharing Srimad Bhagavatam, speaking this extremely unqualified from the mouth of this unqualified person. But if at all something good came out of it, if you felt that something useful there's something useful in the class, with all the mercy of my Guru Maharaj and Shri Prabhupada, all the wonderful acharyas, Gurujanas from whom I got this. If something bad was there, please, as a Saragrahi Vaishnava, being one swan-like devotees, please take the milk out of the water and kindly correct my mistakes. उसको श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, गणेश भागवतम की जय.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
this wonderful, inspiring verse. Do devotees have further discussions, comments, questions that you can pose to Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam, Jai Shri Prabhuji. Excellent, Prabhuji. Excellent.
Prabhupada.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. I'm especially the character of Yudhishthira Maharaj you were explaining, and it is so heart touching, and it was very nice. I was so much touched with his qualities of gratefulness. Even to the wicked Dhritarashtra. You have very well explained the qualities of sadhu and bringing it from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and how nicely you explained, Prabhu. It was really touching to my heart, and I have so many lessons from your explanations today. I have to correct myself, and I have to learn how I can be grateful to each and everyone who came in contact with me, Prabhu, till now. Actually, in my more than 45 years of life, I have to be very grateful to everyone. And you also took us in between to Vrindavan. Thank you so much for a glimpse of sweetness you have added to your lecture by taking us, all of us, to Vrindavan and explaining Abhisarika and Snigdha, the three things, and also how Radharani gets into anxiety when she was not able to see Krishna in that. But you went until third level only. I want to hear the other 3 levels also, if possible, you can explain. And also, Prabhu, you have brought quotations from different acharyas like Vishma Chakravarti Thakur and Baldev Vijayabhushan. It was very nice to sweet and hear, Prabhu. And finally, the nectar you have added at the end, the sadhus, right? Which Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that, Prabhu?
Bhaktivedanta Thakur. Oh, the last one, Chakravarti Thakur.
Chakravarti Thakur, yeah, the sadhus and asadhus. It was very great to hear, and I'm trying to just understand Ati Mahattara of the quality of Yudhishthira Maharaj, Prabhu, and hope and pray that I'll try to follow his footsteps and don't find fault with the devotees. And there are so many lessons I'm actually taking into my heart with this lecture. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Wonderful.
All the Shri Prabhupada. Thank you, Maharaj. Kind. All the Gurus, Gurujanas.
Any other comments or questions?
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. You narrated very well as Yudhishthira's character and how are his feelings about Dhritarashtra. One side he was the king, and one side he had a relationship with Dhritarashtra what is the going on and what is right and what is wrong. He is very, very grateful and very beautiful also character. You narrated about him very well, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Thanks so much. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you very much. Definitely, as Radhakun Mataji said, this verse is a great verse talking about, we can draw several motivation lessons that can definitely inspire us and guide us in our own lives. Mataji said, like, the first thing obviously from this verse is compassion and care about for Yudhishthira towards Dhritarashtra and Gandhari, and towards his self, regarding his self-reflection and humility, and you explained with various verses from other scriptures. Thank you for that. And the greatest lesson is definitely is the focusing on the personal conduct, irrespective of what others have done, correcting our own faults instead of rather blaming others. And thank you for a wonderful lecture, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Okay, sir. Our acharyas. Are there any corrections?
Good. I think that's it. Unless if you want to speak anything more, Prabhu.
No, but now finally some commentary came out. That's why I just found it, but that's fine, bro. I was trying to find commentary, just the page just not loading. Finally, it loaded and seeing this right now. I wish you could have.
Want to quickly share that, or
Let me quickly. It's the same thing, but hearing Sanskrit is very, very nice. So let me just share. Same thing, but let me know if you can see.
Yes,
Oh,
Prabhu.
no, not again, not again.
Oh, initially we
But I just zoomed in because you won't be able to see. I just zoomed in and the page just went.
no need of zooming. Just keep it. Yes,
Hopefully, come, Mataji, 1 second. Hopefully,
you're able to see it. No need to zoom
okay, okay, Mataji.
But
But I have a giant monitor, Mataji. So sometimes people have trouble seeing.
Yes,
Let me just go here.
very small letters. Yes, of course, but it's in Sanskrit, right?
It's in English, translated, so to say. Let's see. Okay, we are here. Perfect. Thank you. So you can see here, yeah, it's 33. This is Chakravarti Thakur's commentary and JP Baldev Vidyabhushan's commentary. So I'll just Baldev Vidyabhushan because first we'll see here. He says, Shamalam means, mad kartatkam aparadham. Aparad by me, I must an offense. That's the meaning of Shamalam. The Pubba translates as offense. Right? Mad kartatkam, I did some offense, aparadham. Ashamsamana means Yudhishthirena, by Yudhishthir, mama eka api. Putro na rakshitas. Yudhishthir is thinking that, what is Dhritarashtra saying? Mama eka, even api, mama eka. Not even one, putra na rakshitas. You not even leave one child alive for me. Rakshitas, tat kimme jivitena. What is you living this life? Then, iti manasanulapam. Manasa means thinking like the Dhritarashtra. Nirvidyamana iti arthat is distressed. He's going to leave his body. Nirvidyamana means distressed. In such a distressful thinking, why to live? I'll take my life. This Yudhishthira is thinking, okay, in this way. About Yudhishthira must be thinking, that is his mentality. Yadva or asya madvadha atmakam, my own killing, api papam bhavatu. Let the sin of my killing, or let the sin of my death, madvadhatkam api bhavatu iti. Vanchan desired. He desired, let the sin, papam, of madvada atmakam, that the sin of my death, bhavatu iti, let it be upon Yudhishthira. You have the sin of killing of my sons, otahi, already there on you. Let the sin of my death also be on you. Iti vanchan, iti artha. That is asamshamanam is given here. That is the meaning of Chakri Sahukas. One more meaning of Akrita Prajna is called ungrateful. But here, Baldev Vijayapuri says, Akrita Prajna can also mean foolish, mandamati. I'm such a foolish person. Instead of ungrateful, Baldev Vijayapuri says, he also means I'm such a foolish person. Yes, mandamati. And everything else means same, almost same. Mama eka putro na rakshasastat jiviteniti. Almost everything is same except that Akrita Prajna. They're almost the same, and yes, same, Jiva Goswami gives exact same, or Chakrabarti gives exact same Jiva Goswami, you could say. So pretty much the same. So that is what I say. It's very nice to, I think this shows more emotion, Sanskrit more emotion. That's what, but thank you so much for giving a chance to finally it came.
Okay, so I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Please come join us at the temple at 11:30 for Sunday feast lecture. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Krishna.